It ain't the devil that's in the details, it is excellence. Venus, Our Lady of Love, Beauty, Singing, anything delightful, is entering the sign of Virgo on August 4th, 2024. She's going to hang out here through August 29th. So, yes, Venus is moving quickly through the mutable earth sign of Virgo. So, what do we like about Venus and Virgo? Well, in some ways, we are getting a little bit of an upgrade in terms of essential dignity because Venus is leaving Leo, where she has a lot of freedom to express herself, to Virgo, where Venus holds both triplicity, but she is also fallen in Virgo. So we do end up getting a great deal of support, actually, Venus in triplicity, but there's also some snags to watch for with Venus being in her fall. So this is coming off of the wings of a big illuminating Venus Uranus square. So if you fall in the camp of having big through moments in your relationship, this is the chance to apply the lessons. This is the chance to apply what you learned into service because this is why Venus is fallen in Virgo. Well, one of the reasons, I think. One of the reasons is because the way that we express our love with Venus and Virgo is not the glamorous, flowery kind of way. It's by showing up, it's by noticing something that needs to get done and doing it because you know that if you don't do it, that means your partner has to do it. So, Venus in Virgo has a great deal of accountability, and Venus in Virgo is very proactive. So it's again, it's not the flowery kind of love, it's acts of service. It's doing the dishes for the second time that day. It's cleaning the windows outside of the house. It's these little things that go a long way. Um, Gosh, like my husband comes from a family of a lot of Venus and Earth people, and they're just so handy. It's like the stuff that I don't even think about, he does. And I'm so, so grateful for that because if it was just me, I don't know if those things would get done at all. So, anyhow, Venus, even if you're not handy, like we all have our talents and our things that we bring to the table. Venus in Virgo is just about being more proactive, showing up for it, taking action, taking initiative in relationships. If you see, I was reading this thing about this mom who teaches her kids, instead of like giving them a list of chores, teaches them to notice something and to do it before anyone even has to ask. What a great skill to take into life with you. If you see something, do something about it. Like it's yours now. So that's one reason why Venus, I think, is fallen in Virgo. But the other side of it is more of like her shadow side, because those things I just named are strengths. Those are things that are like the heart of any relationship, is by like doing the everyday things that make a relationship. Doesn't make you fall in love with someone necessarily, but it can keep you in love, that's for sure. But the shadow side of Venus and Virgo is more of like the finding, the more critical, like analytical tendencies of Venus and Virgo. Because Venus and Virgo, a lot of times when we're noticing the details and saying like, hey, your shirt is wrinkled or your hair is sloppy or you've got some hairs on your neck, like something like that. Venus in Virgo, she can come off as harsh. She can come off as uncaring and very just like nitpicky. And a lot of times the things that Venus in Virgo notices um, come off as like to the other person as like, you're picking on me. You're finding things. But for Venus and Virgo, it's no, I'm like, I love you, so I'm paying attention to you. I'm noticing these things on you. And but the thing is that Venus and Virgo energy, we have to be careful of that. Because if we focus too much on the things that the other person missed or isn't doing, then that can sour a relationship. That can absolutely sour a relationship. So while Venus is in Virgo for these 3 weeks here and some change, I want us to be proactive. Take this as an opportunity to take initiative, to notice the details. But I want you, instead of just like thinking about what other people aren't doing, turn it on ourselves. Like, how can we take more responsibility for the things that are missing or the things that are flimsy or the things that could use a little bit more zhuzh? And we may as well get a head start because about halfway into this transit, you know what's coming. Venus is going to run into that opposition with Saturn, and that is where the test is going to come in. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But for right now, this is your astrology shot of the day. I hope Venus in Virgo serves you in the highest and in all the best ways. And for right now, that's your astrology shot of the day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye. Thanks so much for tuning in with me today. For more astrology in your world, you can connect with me on all platforms at Astro Catherine. You can also head on over to my website, catherineurban.com, where you can book your next astrology reading. We'll go into depth into your natal chart, your progressions, your profections, your solar return, your transits, and beyond. You can also join my mailing list where you can stay up to date with me on new classes as well as article drops. I look forward to connecting with you, and I'll see you next time.